Good evening, everybody. Want to do a quick little 10 or 15 minutes with Full Pull. Chase and OJ are supposed to be joining me here. I want to talk about the new format that Full Pull rolled out, and it's gone from the pick'em games into true money lines, and it's a lot of fun. So let me know where you're watching from tonight. Again, just gonna do a quick little live and talk about Full Pull. Talk about they rolled out the new format at Diesels and Dark Corners last weekend. I showed a video of the Cummins Killer 3 who swept the weekend in super stock diesel trucks, and they weren't the favorite each night. So the money line I think was on Van Hazley one night, and I'd have to ask Chase or OJ where all the money was being bet. So when I say money, I mean when you go to fullpull.us or Full Pull Games right now, or go to the app fullpullgames.com or go to the Full Pull app, what they're doing is they're giving you $1,000 play money. Okay, whoever can make the most play money with their bets, then hey, Ms. Butler, what's shaking? I met some good people and Diesels and Dark Corners in North Carolina at the State Fair. Whoever makes the most money with their play money is going to win real money. So there's a $500 top prize for those of you that this weekend can take your $1,000 each night from the Golden State Invitational and make your most amount of money with it. So like Friday night, I went all in on Steve Melanasio in the mod class. I saw that tractor run last year. Brant Sullivan tunes it to me. But now there's not going to be heavy odds on that. They're going to be it's a favorite. So I'm not going to win a bunch of money if that tractor wins, which it will win because I wouldn't pick a loser. But that's what's been a lot of fun with it. And it's been fun watching the money line with the California trucks and tractors. Now, for those of you on the East Coast or the Midwest, you're saying, I don't know any of these trucks or tractors out west. Well, that's what makes it fun. We're trying to knock it all out so much. So I must have sent them the wrong live. I am live, Chase. I must have sent you the wrong link. I sent you link. So did I go live on the wrong page? I don't think I did. Maybe I didn't. There's Chase. Okay. I got worried I sent you the wrong link, Chase. So
I was sitting in the damn lobby there. I forgot to hit confirm.
Okay. So S.A. Butler's watching. Mitch and Shan Allman are watching. Thanks for checking in, guys. We're already live, Chase. So I opened up the show already. I showed a video of the Cummins Killer, and I was kind of starting to dive into the new format and stuff like that. So, can you was the Cummins Killer was he a heavy favorite to win in Diesels and Dark Corners the other night? Or
first night, I think he was like the fourth favorite. I'm not mistaken. Of course, he won Friday night, and then Saturday he was just behind Van Hazley as
Yep.
the favorite. So he was actually not the favorite either night. And in fact, the first night, I think there was someone who won 3,000 plus on him in one pick, which they went high risk, high reward. But yeah, polling is extremely competitive. So it's kind of exciting when you put odds besides competitors' names.
Yeah, it really took the full poll platform, and I know this is all leading into real money in 2024. So the one thing I really want to stress to people now is I was starting to talk about the $1,000 play money, and then you're better at describing that. You're more professional than I am, Chase. Can you kind of walk our fans through that, what they can expect here in Madera this weekend? And I have full poll, the fullpollgames.com or fullpoll.us. It's the same website up on the screen right now, and I can click on it. So
Yeah, I don't know if I'm professional about it. I just am a part of a lot of these conversations and hear a lot of it. So it's just,
yeah,
it's not as easy just to say everything because it would take way too much time. But where we are currently, and as you said, moving to real money, hopefully pretty quickly in 2024. You essentially, it's just free to play in the contest this past summer, which we had a lot of involvement and excitement with. You know, you had to pick a top three in any order, and there was some trifecta games and exacta games where you picked top one or two, top three. You know, but there was no odds tied to that. Now there's real odds. You know, similar to horse racing in terms of, you know, it's bettors versus bettors and not bettors versus the house generating odds. And for now, rather than just throwing whoever you think might win, you may win out there as you could do before, you can put play money behind it. And when you sign up, so this weekend, Madera, if you played last weekend, Diesel and Dark Quarters, we had 1,000+ entries there total. But everyone's account got reset, and you just go back in your account. You get $1,000 of play money. It's good for session 1, session 2. The weekend winner will win $500 of cash, and there's a leaderboard there. Jason just had a leaderboard that kind of monitors who's up and who's not. So it's really interesting. So we had good numbers on Friday at Diesel and Dark Corners, but on Saturday had I want to say the top 5 or 6 people finishers. Forgive me if I'm not exactly right, but they were people that participated on Saturday only. So just like if anyone plays poker, you can wager there's no right or wrong way, and it's all strategy, it's all fun, and it's, you know, just like going to an NBA game and bet on your favorite team, or going to a horse race, the Kentucky Derby, or even like filling out a bracket for March Madness. You know, it's a way for you as a fan or someone not there competing to have a stake in it, which makes it very exciting.
Yeah, it looks like I got the leaderboard up from Diesels and Dark Corners right now. Chase, Marissa 11 won $7,200 in winnings, so she took her $2,000 in play money and turned it into $7,200. So she won $500.
She had $1,000 of play money, not 2,000. Everyone has $1,000, and if you click there, Jason, you can see it's $1,000 for the whole weekend. So look right there, see it's overall. Then session 1, session 2, you can actually see it broken out there if you click on it. And Marissa only participated in session 2.
Yeah, I'm on overall.
Yeah, but go to session 2. It'll show where it's the same amount because she only played on Saturday. So even if you missed Friday, I think we'll have some little more people fine-tuned this weekend. But if you missed Friday and you want to evaluate Friday and jump in Saturday, you can do it.
Russ Dostal says, hoping Cali full pool contest treats me better than Diesels and Cart Corners did. Yeah, Russ he won a couple of the pick'em contests throughout the season, so he was feeling pretty good. And it's funny, we on Let's Go Pulling last night, Chase, we talked about this with some of our panel, and they had a completely different mindset of just pick'em contests versus trying to grow their stash, if you will, into a bigger dollar amount. And some people were making smaller bets early, some sure bets, so they could go bigger on some, on some more, I guess, chances, if you will, to really double up on it. So.
Yeah, this is going to evolve into something pretty exciting. As you know, just like anything new, it takes time, and it's going to be we're still at the ground level, and this story is going to unfold. Month by month in the season. But there's no other motorsports really embracing and doing this, and there's no other motorsport that's as conducive to doing this like truck and tractor pulling. So it's definitely got a strong appetite for for current fans and not saying more importantly, but more significant as well, is just outside fans that would never otherwise watch a tractor pull it's not if they already are interested just doing stuff like this. There's already proof in it. So yeah, it's and shout out to Diesel and Dark Corners last weekend. That was you'd love to do a poll on the best events in terms of participation all summer and into this fall season, as you call it. And Diesel and Dark Corners was as big as any Grand National event we did in terms of new users. I know Hillsboro, Wisconsin, Pro Pulling was a very big event, in Rock Valley, Iowa. It was right there, not as big, but pretty close. And those guys, anyone's never been there, I recommend adding that to a bucket list. It's very, very cool. And when you get off the exit, if you pull in at night, there are dark corners. I can confirm that name is true. It's 25 minutes from a gas station. That's the coolest thing I tell everyone. It's 25 minutes to a gas station. So
Jason Rack checking in from Michigan, big Pulling fan, says this new format is awesome. Great job, guys. Yeah, it really stepped it up. And I knew you weren't sure if it was going to get rolled out of Diesel's Dirt Corners or if it was going to get rolled out in California. So we really didn't get to promote it. But what I like about this Golden State Invitational format, Chase, is that all the competitors are going to be there. So you're able to get the games up yesterday, and already close to $100,000 has been wagered already this weekend, and it's only Tuesday for the Golden State Invitational this weekend. So we had the whole California crew on our Let's Grow Pulling podcast last night, Chase, and we had work stock diesel trucks had about $5,000 bet, and I woke up this morning and there was $30,000 wagered. Now they're 2 hours behind us, but they were going hard overnight, and I've been seeing some pullers like making their picks and then screenshotting and post them on their social media. And that's what's really fun about the engagement, stuff like that, Chase. It's been a hoot. Really fun to see all this coming in. So,
it's just getting started, Mr. Schultz.
I love it. Now I usually the first thing I do
and the same thing we always I'm sorry to interrupt this. It's the same thing that's always been said. Despite how you feel about pulling or wagering or picking, I mean, it's very interesting. If you turn on ESPN is not yelling at you, you should bet on these games, but every single competition you see in ESPN now, there's something talking about who's the favorite, what's the line on every single game. I mean, it's just a part of sports and a part of society. So even if you don't want to participate, that's all good, but it's pretty. Yeah, but if you don't want to participate, you should still probably play along, because it's pretty interesting to see who the long shots are. And the other thing that was really cool about Diesel and Dark Corners, what was the last class? 3.6 Diesels was the last class to pull on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
I can't remember the person's name, but who got second? The guy was in the lead until the last truck pulled. I can't remember. We don't have to do that right now, but anyway,
Chapter 11.
So, but whoever Chapter 11 won, but please forgive me, but whoever was in the lead until Chapter 11 was last hook and walked off that thing, right? They were the last hook and took the lead. Whoever was in the lead at that time was the longest shot of the whole class. Like, they were at 50-1 odds, and they led pretty well the whole way. And Chapter 11 beat them by 1.5 feet. But there was a couple of people that had like $10 on the long shot at the time, and they would have won a couple $1,000. So that's. And polling as we all know, is so competitive. So people winning with big payouts is not going to be uncommon.
No, that's what's going to be fun, Chase. If you really wait until that final, like if it's on a basketball game or a football game and they're lined up to kick a field goal with 3 seconds left, and the line's 2 or something like that, if it makes a field goal, you win. If he misses it, you lose. That's what's going to be like with polling too. You can pick that winner, but the last hook until the last flag drops in that class, it's going to be tough. So. It's gonna be tough. I love it, Chase. I love watching where the money's going into this. The biggest class out there is the pro modified 4x4 trucks. I think there's 12 to 15 competitors in that class, and there's $26,000 wagered on that class, Chase. But then the work stock diesel trucks, there's 7 of them. But you can tell the ones that are pushing their friends around. Wade Bradshaw what's the correct way to say this? Do I just say 2-1, or he's like 2.39-1, or how do you want me to say that?
Well, we don't really have anything to go off of, which is cool and also confusing, because there's not like, this is just like, it's kind of like horse racing. It's kind of like a FanDuel DraftKings format. If anyone that knows what that was in its early days, but there's no real. We're our own thing. So you're a guy that has a lot of followers on social media and likes to talk a lot. Come up with whatever. I guess you can come up with what you want to call it, but
No,
essentially anyone doesn't know, it's 21.96. That's times whatever you put on it. So if you put $2 on it, that's $2 times 21.96. Then have you showed? I'm sure you have, but you hit the arrow and it does the math for you in real time. That way you don't have any guesswork, which is really cool. You don't have any money.
I spent my money already.
If you have no money, you can't do it. Yeah.
I spent all. I thought we got $1,000 each night, so I went all in on one winner on Friday night. So I might have to get another email address or something.
You may be one of those guys that need to stay away from this as it rolls out. But it sounds like you're a little trigger happy.
I really enjoy this. I just love following. It's so fun. It is so fun to have something to talk about that's going to benefit our sport. That's going to revolutionize it. All the, it's just I felt like, pulling's up and down, but we haven't crossed that. Let's take it to the next level. And I haven't seen anything like this. To take, for a while there, Chase, like 10 years ago, you heard we got to get on TV more. We got to get on TV more. Then with the evolution of social media, nobody watches their TV anymore. That's why
I used to hear someone say Facebook was going to take it to the next level.
Oh, that was me.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. You're
no, and we took it.
Give you a hard time, but you amongst a lot of others, obviously. We're in a digital world.
Yeah, we took it to where as far as it can go. But can I promise you that I put more butts in the seats or more fans in the stands or more eyeballs on a live viewership? I don't know. I still think there's some people that wait for the free YouTube video to come out that don't go to the pool, and that's we have to stop that. The promoter isn't making any money off of YouTube videos and Facebook videos, and I'm just as guilty of that as anybody else. But that's something that I've really been thinking about this last 6 months to a year, especially with working with Outlaw Pulling TV and the live stream, and then doing our own live stream now as well, Chase. We're giving money back to the promoter from Beer Money Pulling TV to let him be part of that event. So there's a lot of things that this has made me think a lot harder, Chase, about what we're doing as Beer Money Pulling team, and as I'll help Full Pull get the word out about anything they do, because it's just fun. It puts a spotlight. Like there's people in the East Coast that wouldn't even know about the Golden State Invitational, Chase, if it wasn't for Full Pull, and that's what I'm excited about. So I think Full Pull is that next evolutionary step, and you hit it on the head. Sports would not be where they are without wagering. I don't care what anybody says, right or wrong, whether you like it or not. Nobody would care about a Division III basketball game in New York State on a Monday night if it wasn't for sports betting. So, and let's just get on.
That's not my opinion. That's just facts.
That's my opinion too.
Well, if you look at the NFL, the trajectory of the NFL in terms of its viewership and fan base, it exponentially went much higher and grew. It had its biggest growth spurt, for lack of a better word, during the 2013 to 2018 timeframe, whenever FanDuel and DraftKings were bringing their real money wagering to their sport. And since then, obviously, with sports betting legalized in certain states since 2018, I mean, there's proof that it's more popular than ever. And everyone the smart people attribute that to legal sports wagering. So,
if anybody's watching right now, if anybody's watching right now, they have questions. We have Chase Richardson with us from Full Pull. Just for a few more minutes, I was able to steal him away tonight. I just wanted to do 10 or 15 minutes with Full Pull and talk about the new format that went down at Diesel's and Dark Corners, and then how it's going to be rolled out. The games are up now for this weekend, Madeira, and OJ from Full Pull will be out there as well. He'll have a stand set up when you walk in the front gate, and if you can't be there, you can stream the pull on beermoneypulling.tv, just like you did last weekend at Diesel's and Dark Corners. And obviously, you can play the games no matter where you are. And that's what makes this great, that you can be sitting on your couch watching on a Sunday and you can be making your picks for the next weekend. And that's what's really, really exciting about it. So are we going to be in Shipshewana, Chase? I don't know yet. That's a Chase question.
Which Shipshewana? Probably the first question. There's been no I'll just, just to keep it clear, everyone, we're in negotiations with all three organizations to kind of shape this for 2024. Strong belief will hopefully align with all parties. I mean, there's no reason to think we haven't, but negotiations and negotiation, and it takes time. And then beyond that, we haven't agreed to align with any event in 2024, but we plan to be a part of 2024 early in the winter season. So no, not yet, but hopefully yes. But there's a lot of moving parts right now, and that those things haven't got worked out. Just to answer your question as best I can.
He was thinking of the Midwest Winter Nationals in January, Chase. That's what he just typed into the screen there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Just so you know, that's good. Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to get you on tonight. I know you're busy, but I appreciate this. I thought I was excited about Full Pull, Chase, when you first rolled it out. And after seeing what happened at Diesel's and Dark Corners and all the different possibilities, like you mentioned in the 3-6 Pro Stock class, and to see people betting their favorites and with the money, it's exciting. And then hanging out the Full Pull tent for a little bit and coming up to people. I heard a lot of, so this is kind of like FanDuel for truck and track. Yeah. So
right. I know you've heard about that.
I heard this new podcast, the No Practice podcast. It's probably I heard there's like 5 or 6 people watching it now, but I'm just being funny. Jason and I are friends. We pick on each other all the time. It is the most entertaining pulling podcast I've ever heard in my life. And you guys make me giggle. My favorite part is the when you guys call the local establishment. Tyler Slaw, whatever you're paying Tyler Slaw, it's not enough, Chase. That guy is
local establishment spotlight. Tyler's paying me. I'm not paying him.
I didn't think so.
Local establishment spotlight. Yeah, we do a lot of fun stuff, and we've had some great guests so far, and we'll continue to have really fun, entertaining guests, and we're also going to have guests who are not tied to the pulling world necessarily, but are known for their other endeavors, from a popularity and well-known person standpoint. So it'll be a fun time, every 2 weeks, every other Wednesday at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. We're off this week though.
We listened to you on the way to Diesel's and Dark Corners last week in the motorhome, giggling. The Shelton, It was fun how you got rid of Stan, and then you really just dove in on Reese and Grayson. Those guys like, all right, Stan, you're an upstanding guy. We need you to leave the podcast now so we can start messing with your kids. That was funny as hell. I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
Everyone's always got someone in charge, so you got to take care of the bosses.
Yep. We're going to keep Chase on for another minute. If anybody has any questions about Full Pull, about Diesels and Dark Corners, or the games coming up this weekend, please type them into the comments. Jason has to be off here by 6:30, so it's exciting.
And I'll also share the app. The Full Pull app is available in all app stores, Android, Apple, and no offense taken. It's not, the apps is not where we want it to be by any means, and there's a reskin coming of that within the next weeks that will look a little more like we want it to look like. Again, this is first time navigating a lot of this stuff, and I'd like to think that it was all perfect, but the biggest goal was just to have something up and running for this past summer while improving and learning, getting information, and improving along the way. And the new app is going to be very, very good, and if you're a pulling fan, you will want to have the app beyond the wagering part.
Awesome. Well, thank you for bringing a bigger spotlight to Diesels and Dark Corners. Not that it needed a bigger spotlight, but I think the rest of the world knows about Diesels and Dark Corners now because of Full Pull, Chase, and definitely for the Golden State Invitational as well. Hey, speaking of Diesel Dark Corners, there's the boss right there, Ryan Merritt. Good to meet you, Chase, this weekend, and thanks for bringing the Full Pull trailer to Diesels and Dark Corners 13. That's awesome.
We'll be back, Ryan. We'll be back. The only thing that we did not plan for is there's not a close by place to get adult beverages once the show concludes, and we ran out. So next year we're going to come with a bigger cooler.
Yep. Ryan will appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then you and I saw him picking up trash on Sunday. You want to talk about a hardworking family? He has kids out there, his wives, all of them doing all that stuff. So it was good.
Yeah, it's definitely, again, if you're a pulling fan, put that on your bucket list. That's that's 1 to 10.
We don't need more pullers because we already have 160. Oh, it was fun. I've never we're selling our replays at beermoneypulling.tv, Chase, and I was bragging about you only have to pay, you get $1 an hour basically, because it was 8 to 9 hour show each day We're only charging $9.99 for the replay, so that was good. Chad Mackey, Red Dirt Motorsports. You guys do a hell of a job promoting the sport of pulling 360, and we appreciate it. So thank you, Chad. You do a hell of a job
Thank
building
you,
pulling
Chad.
tracks.
We're
Awesome
just getting
pulling.
started, Chad. We're just getting started, Chad.
Yep, it's going to be fun. Want to take it to the next level. Chase Richardson, thank you for coming on tonight. I appreciate you,
man.
and looking forward
Thank you.
to see how the money line chases around here this weekend. My goal is to get it up to $1 million wagered. With I think there's no reason we can't. That's 1,000 people betting their $1,000, right?
See why I can't. Just don't encourage people to follow your method and blow your $1,000 the second you hop on.
I'm gonna
enjoy it through the weekend.
I might get another email address. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably you're all over Facebook and this page, that page, and that account, this account. I'm sure you have more than one email. So
yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be able to. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna be able to make another pick.
Maneuver. You're gonna maneuver.
Yeah.
No, but thank you, Jason, for having us on. Thanks for helping us promote this, and everyone have a great time in California.
Ryan Merritt, thanks again. Diesel's Dark Corners was amazing. We'll see all of you in Madeira at the Golden State Invitational this
and
weekend.
again, and if you're watching this not live, feel free to, or don't feel free, please message us on our Facebook account, email us, get in contact. We try to do, I think we do a pretty good job communicating back to people, but feel free to reach out and we'll answer all questions. And good luck to everyone playing with some odds this weekend. It's a good thing they don't have Diesel Supers there, Jason, because you'd be a long shot.
If I'm driving.
Yeah.
So,
if your dad's driving, it might be one of the favorites.
I agree. All right, everybody. Have a good night.
It's a good way to end this conversation. Thank you.
Wait around for me, Chase.